I'm starting out now on an area I call the Lower Rose Trails. These are informal routes. There are some trails and some tracks, and you have to connect sometimes cross country. It's an area that used to be part or under a glacial lake, and over the years it's eroded into gullies and ridges. It's low enough in the valley that it's mostly grasslands, a few pockets of trees in gullies. And this particular area is not well known. Mostly locals hike it, or a few hiking enthusiasts that like to explore all the areas around. Today I'll be hiking up a route that follows ridges up to the upper area, and I'll be traversing across the tops of gullies, coming down another ridge, and then finishing off in a loop route back to this track again. Coming near the top of the first slope, the whole area is grasslands with sagebrush, incised gullies, ridges, silt cliffs overlooking the gullies, and it continues to rise. I was hiking up there just yesterday on the ridges up there, and it extends across this sloped area east of the city. The rivers are down below. That's the South Thompson River there. And my route today is going to take me up to the base of that hill, and then I got a single track traverse that goes across the base of those hills to the end of this area and back down again. This route is one I've developed over the years, mainly through exploring, finding the best way to make it work for me. When you get out and hike every day, you need lots of different places to go. I hike almost every day of the year. Occasionally I play tennis or go kayaking. In winter I snowshoe. Mostly it's hiking or some variation of hiking. So you don't want to repeat the same routes over again, at least I don't want to. So I have hundreds of routes that I use. Most of them are seasonal routes. They're best in certain times of the year. This one is a wonderful shoulder season route. I wouldn't do it in the heat of the summer, and I don't do it in the winter either. There are better areas to snowshoe or hike on spikes. But when you do it on the shoulder season, as I am today, there'll be nobody around. And that's my preference, is to find routes where there's no one around or only a few people around. This is an early morning start. Reason for that is it's going to rain later today. An atmospheric river has hit the coast. The rains will hit up here in the interior, far less than on the coast, but it's going to rain the rest of the day. So I have to finish this hike before the rains come. It's kind of cool and cloudy, grayish, but it's still fine for a morning hike. There are sections of this route where we have to cross gullies. Gullies go far above, so we have to go down one side and up the other side. In most cases, there's fairly good single track trails that do that. Makes the route a little more interesting. And usually there's more vegetation down in the gullies. Sometimes wildlife can be spotted down here. Lots of blogs and vlogs and YouTube videos feature what I call neon spots, destination hikes and spots. Mostly those people are once a week hikers, maybe even seasonal hikers, and they travel to get to the trailheads and then do a video of the areas that they're hiking. And I enjoy watching those. Those are great to see. Then the other kind of hiker is somebody who gets out every day all year round, 12 months a year. And you have to do local hikes or regional hikes to fill in those days. And we try to vary them from grasslands, valley bottom, boreal forest, and areas we travel to that are a little different, rivers and lakes and so on. But they're not neon hikes. They're just nice areas to hike, different, but nothing spectacular. We appreciate this kind of area and hike this particular route. I might hike this twice a year, usually early spring and late fall. This area on a bit of a benchland is dotted with ponderosa pines. They survived or grew up after the pine beetle epidemic. Once we get down to the slopes below, these will thin right out. I've turned now from going west to east, and I'm now traveling south, pointing straight at Mount Peter, rising across the valley. I'll follow this track down. It goes down a ridge down to the bottom of this area, and then I will start another traverse that goes east to west. Right now I'm up above a large gully with some silt cliffs overlooking the bottom of the gully. And through some of the grasslands, open area grasslands. A little bit of rain has already started to fall. I can see it now that it's raining up over the hills above. Just a little bit here now, but I hope to be finished before any significant rainfall comes in. It's generally a dry area, so we get a lot less rain than the higher plateaus above, and certainly far less than the wet coastal ranges and the wet coast on the ocean. On this return back to the start, I've been traversing east to west. There's one large gully to get through, so I have to descend down this track to the bottom and climb up steeply to the other side, and from there it's maybe only 5 to 10 minutes back to the start. Just coming down now towards the end, the trailhead for me. While I was out here today, I spotted some other tracks that will be worth following. I'll use some combination of a mapping software and Google Earth to figure out a new route, and I'll be back to this area to explore some more.